You need something?
Tom, our visitor here has a Courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh man, it's been ages!
Right. Some ground rules. Tom can get you the code, but once he's done, we get the Courser chip.
I don't know. I might need that chip later.
This isn't a negotiation. To anybody else in the Commonwealth, all you have is 2 caps worth of salvage. With us, that data is priceless. But we're not just going to give that away. Talk to me again if you change your mind.
Hi.
Made up your mind. We decode the Courser chip for you, but after that, it's ours. Deal?
Fine. It's yours.
All right. Tom, make it happen.
All right, little Courser chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you. We're in. Chip accessed. Just poke the analog connectors a little. What?
Hey, don't try anything.
Oh man, don't crash. Hold it together. Memory hiccup. Here it comes. Encryption algorithms. All right, we're still running. Oh man, they've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be. Come on, baby. Show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait, they're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator. Oh man, we got lucky. Got you, you institute bastard. I got you. All right, solve for N. Come on. Show me that sweet bass number. Come on, baby. Then we got it. We got the code. Let me load that onto the holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, does?
Start working on the rest of the chip. And you, I'd love to work with you more. Let me know if you're interested. But to be crystal clear, if you use that data and discover anything involving the Institute, you share it with us first. Otherwise, our relationship will be in jeopardy.
Excuse me.
If we're going to be dealing more with each other, I need to make sure that we're on the same page. You know what a synth is, right?
I've heard rumors. What are they really?
The Institute created them. Synthetic humans. They're mostly organic, part machine. Somewhere along the line, they became more. They think, they feel, and they act just like you and me. The Institute treats synths as prop.
That sounds like slavery.
Exactly. So we seek to free the synths from their... I have a question. The only question that matters. Would you risk your life for your fellow man?
I risk my life for people every day. Makes no difference to me if it's a human or a synth.
Well said. Someone with your skills, your beliefs. Normally, we'd try and recruit you. But right now, we don't have the time to train up a new agent. There are, however, other valuable ways you can contribute. And in turn, we can help you. See Deacon for details. You're free to go.
Solving for Theta N when I approaches probability bounds.
Pam.
Processing. Unknown human entity.
Well, I'm here.
Preliminary adjustments to statistical models complete. Commencing introduction. I was, am, and will most likely be Pam. Predictive analytic machine.
Well,
Introductory token recognized. Nice to meet you too, unknown entity. I provide first-order approximations of the behaviors of all residents of the region, designated Commonwealth. Rephrasing. I predict the future.
but you didn't predict me coming.
That's correct. Caution. Biological life forms behave erratically, unpredictably. All output subject to an extremely high margin of error.
Just how inaccurate are you?
The smaller the group, and the greater the time frame, the less accurate I become. but all predictions are affected by the human element. Operation complete. You are a rogue variable. No current or previous models predict your presence or existence. Query: what is your point of origin?
I'm from Vault 111, if that's what you mean.
Accessing. Vault 111. Cryo Vault. Believed destroyed. Conversation terminated. Pending construction of new probability matrix. Rephrasing. Goodbye.
Cam.
Analyzing.
Watch yourself outside.
All processes are busy. Recalibrating using new data set. Commencing recurrence analysis using Dubrovian method.
Who do you think actually won the war? Nobody, I guess.
I can patch you up if you need it.
Come here again if you need to meet us. We'll know you'll come.
People have been down here recently. Who killed the lights? What's the plan?
Here.
Can do.
Psst.
Do something for you?
Heads up.
I'm listening. Suppose someone should make use of it.
Hope you didn't mind the reception. When you tango with the Institute, you gotta be careful when someone new gets on the dance floor.
Your leader was just being cautious.
Exactly. Kind of killed our chance at a friendly first impression, though. But it's all good now. I vouched for you. Nobody got shot. Still, I would consider it a close personal favor if you didn't sell us out to the Institute. Thanks.
So tell me, why did you vouch for me?
I've heard a lot of things about you. Enough to want to give you a chance. So Dez wants me to make you a tourist. That's what we call someone who helps out with the odd job here and there. What a waste. I'm just gonna come out and say this. The Railroad needs you.
You sure you need me?
She's just thinking of the time and manpower it would take to train you. And if you were some hick from the burbs that didn't know your ass from a rocket launcher, she'd be right. But I'm betting someone like you just needs a few pointers. And a target.
You got my attention.
I got a job. Too big for me, just perfect for the two of us. You help me out, we turn a few heads, and then Dez invites you into the fold. Then, if you get into a bind and need some help, your buddies in the Railroad got your back.
What's the job?
So, up front, the only thing I'll say is that it's gonna be a wild and dangerous ride, but probably nothing new for someone like you.
Sign me up, then.
Perfecto! Let's meet up at the old freeway outside of Lexington. I'll fill you in once you get there.
Firepower and fervor. The brother has both in spades.
This is...
Your Pip-Boy doesn't sound pleased. Say we get out of here.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
Do you have anything for...
I'll take that as a yes. You did get rid of Kellogg. How'd you manage?
The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines. Sorry. They just have something of a reputation. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the symbol explanation. You need to build... You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
Bioscience? Advanced systems?
Divisions within the Institute. Specialized groups working on... But if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override, can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
I've got it covered.
Good, good. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it,
Sure.
It's my only hope forever be. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
Protect and serve.
Heads up.
Go on. Hey, let me ask you something.
Sure. Ask away.
It's just, with everything that's happened, it's a whole hell of a lot to process.
Yeah.
Huh. You're a tougher nut than I... Took me a long damn time to get.
Right.
Thank goodness I... Of course, when I took up the massacre of the CPG, plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter, gal of about 50. The young Miss Rock. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I took her home, taking up and...
Sure. Was it hard?
Yeah, they should. I started off doing the job, but I guess folks, wife runs an upset after all. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging any. I never stopped It was about then that things, it took me a long... That's a long story, but I hope...
Look alive.
What do you need?
We should go our separate ways.
Sure. Suppose I'll head on home then.
Now that you've had a chance to roam the Prydwen, what do you think, Knight?
She's very impressive.
Yes.
Sure.
It took the Brotherhood's...
Time well spent.
Indeed. With the Prydwen, her presence.
They don't stand a chance.
Amen to that. In any event, I think you'll find...
Getting a bit of twitch on prop 3. Adjusting torque.
Recon report. Knight Wagner recording. It appears the intel claiming the old CIT ruins house an entrance to the Institute was incorrect. My scouts and I spent days combing the location for a way in and turned up nothing, other than a couple of minor casualties. When a contingent of synths boxed us into an old tunnel where we were sniffing around. My immediate recommendation would be to follow the trail back on whoever provided that intel. I suspect some wastelander is feeding Proctor Quinlan lies to earn some caps.
If it was up to me, I'd take every feral, mutie, and synth and shoot him into space.
If Elder Maxon ordered me to follow him to the gates of hell, I'd be the first one.
I heard about Clark.
So you're the new knight I heard about? Glad to have you on the team.
let me have a gun. Proctor Tegan just laughed at me.
Move along, Knight.
This frame is driving me crazy. Got like 3 itches I can't even scratch.
I prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot. Leaves that memorable ozone smell behind.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness, I'd stay away from ferals.
can't wait till we start live weapons training.
You know those synths with the plastic faces? Ugh, they creep me the heck out.
If Dumb and Ugly had a child, it'd be a super mutant.
Just fixed a few power armor mods and gave them to Tegan. You might want to check them out.
Proctor Ingram?
Treat your power armor well, and it can get you through anything.
Don't let Maxon's age fool you. He's a brilliant tactician and an experienced.
Heard you gave those muties at Fort Strong something to think about. No matter how many battles we win, there's always another fight ahead of us.
We're busy here.
You're an inspiration to us all, Knight. Do us proud.
Put two in the head and they'll stay dead. Advice to live by.
find any tech.
I've worked with these kids a long time.
Hey.
I trust they'll
Unless you
perform
like getting
honorably
shot.
out there.
Never
Captain
turn your back
Kells?
on a gun.
These squires may be children, but they have the hearts and minds of soldiers.
Taking on a Deathclaw without backup is a great way to get yourself killed.
We're getting a 3% Z-tilt.
Sir.
Adjusting
By
thrust
now,
recommended.
I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribe,
Right.
the moment this information came to the Institute, to accomplish this goal, I've had our scribes, the only logical That's where we need your help.
Well, guess what? This is your lucky day.
The method is useless without the means to make it. Perhaps we should pool our resources to achieve our common goal. Now, indulge me for a moment by satisfying my curiosity.
I think they're the ones that kidnapped my son.
The Institute preys on the weak to further their own ends. Together, we'll make them pay for their crimes. I'll call ahead and brief Proctor Ingram. Report to the airport, and get to work on your project right away.
Superstructure integrity green. Hull plating stable.
Elder Maxon?
I'm occupied at the moment. We'll speak later.
I don't know about Scribe Mariah. I think she loved it too much.
We're busy here.
Sergeant?
Move along, Knight.
Ready to go, ma'am.
Ugh, my list of maintenance fixes keeps getting longer and longer.
Elder Maxon said you'd help me build the signal interceptor.
So, looks like you're calling the shots around here now, huh? All right, I'll bite. What does your new miracle device do?
You're supposed to be the expert.
All right, tough gal. Let me take a look. This explains why. Not to mention how they get their tin soul. And this little beauty allows you to...
That all sounds impressive.
If I can keep that flying pile of junk in the air. It's difficult to make out all the details here, but I'm thinking you can get started by building a... It's gonna take a cargo hold full of high-grade metal, but I'm sure that we have plenty of it right here at the airport.
Wow. I'm glad you...
I haven't made sense of all of it yet. Here's a list of everything you need to find. You're also going to need a massive power source to get the signal intercept.
Lancer Captain Kells is one of the finest officers I've ever had the pleasure of serving.
Don't despair, sister. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Any luck building the platform yet?
Yes, I'm ready to build the rest of it.
Good. Let's move on then. Here's a list of everything we'll need. Now, I know some of that might as well be...
Can you explain?
According to Virgil's notes, it takes 4 components to complete. First, we need a control console to input the code sequence and process the signal. That's the easy part. Second, we have the relay dish. That's for the interceptor part of the name. It scans and grabs the proper frequency we need. Third, and the most complex, is the molecular beam emitter. This is the actual component that translates your matter into energy for transmission. You've already built the stabilized reflector platform, which concentrates and reflects the molecular beam. Oh, one last thing. It's important that all the components are wired together so all the pieces are on a single grid. If you need any help, I'll be over at the build site making some adjustments and calculations. I'd wish you good luck, Knight, but I think we're both going to need it.
Nothing to report right now, guy.
With the signal interceptor?
How are we going to build a control console?
Old hospitals might have
Brotherhood engineer. Give me a laser rifle and my power armor, and I'll take on the world. I think you should stay on point. Your instincts seem to be right on target.
Carry food with you or you'll end up eating some pretty questionable things to stay alive.
Doesn't it feel good to be a part of something as important as the Brotherhood? It's good to be back.
By Elder Maxon's orders, all forms of technology should be confiscated or collected.
It's not every day they let us squires out into the field.
If anyone attacks this place, they need an army to burn us out.
I can't talk right now. I have a lot on my mind.
Interested in doing some trading?
anything interesting lately?
If you haven't stopped into Covenant yet, you're missing out. The only civilized place around these parts, if you ask me. Now, did you want to trade at all?
Let's see what you got.
See you around.
bad! So weak! Ah! Wounded! Ah! Freeze! worthless life! You can't hide forever! Suffer! Suffer and bleed! Ha 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 ha! Go ahead and hide, little bleeder! Going to splatter! Let's play, little human! sooner or later. You hear? I wanted a fight. Stop hiding. A noise. Gotta be a good fight!
I'll send for you if I need you. Remarkable work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
Absolutely.
Your confidence is an inspiration to us all. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted to directly adapt Institute technology. When we throw that switch, we don't know it. God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute, and the mission can continue.
Nothing's gonna stop me when I'm so...
Eager to get inside, huh? Now, I want you to listen very carefully. Once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact, so it's imperative you remember everything I'm about to tell you. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the Capital Wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
That's fortunate.
Yes, it was. Securing useful resources during wartime is critical. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the Capital Wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
Damn. She was a valuable resource. It was a mistake to let her leave.
Agreed. I wish our predecessors would have had your foresight. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track... If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
Consider it done, Elder.
Very good. Very good. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission. And don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Shouldn't we test it first?
Not with a single frequency. The second you arrive and the Institute figures out which signal we have, this is a one-shot deal. So what do you say? You ready to give it a try?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto. Are you in or are you out? Make up your mind. Let's see. Relays dialed in.
Valuable asset.
Beam emitters
If any
warmed
harm
up.
comes to her,
Everything looks
I'm holding
green.
you personally
Let me start
responsible.
scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady.
You have your
All that's
assignment,
left is to
soldier.
throw the transmit
Move out.
switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father.
Jammed.
The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Useless. Don't have the key. Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
God damn them. So many years.
Who are you?
Come on, Sean.
Father, what's going on?
Sean.
What's going on? I don't know you. Go away.
Damn it.
Father? Father, help me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. Please try and keep an open mind. Let's start anew. I am father. Well...
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
Just...
I promised answers, but I need you to realize you have traveled. It's good to find I am.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun. You'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now it's
Hell of a story, but...
I'm glad you're willing to accept the truth. It's quite... At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity. So they followed the best example thus far.
Human synths?
Human-like synths. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this... Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members... But then the Institute... I am their...
And you've...
I have. I know you...
So, you're in charge?
I am the
Doesn't matter what they think.
I'm... Ultimately, the common... Just... What else can I say?
Kellogg.
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man?
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him...
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say? To ease...
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthrough. I've been a part of something, and now...
Sure. You want me to stay here in the Institute?
Yes. That is what I propose. The Institute can provide a better life than any. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen...
Your Institute has done some horrible...
Yes, well... What about the people you've aided in order to get here? What atrocities have they committed? The Brotherhood of Steel. They believe they're the only ones fit to control technology and destroy anyone who opposes them. And you would side with them. None have any true claim to nobility in this world.
Sure.
I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, we really do have humanity. Will you take that chance?
I'm sorry. I can't do that.
I'm sorry to hear that. I had certainly hoped we could work together. But understand, though, that I cannot allow you to remain within the Institute. You may... I am sorry. I must think first. The elevator will return.
An enemy may be utilizing stealth. How interesting.
Terminating with extreme prejudice.